Good evening and welcome to historic Crew Stadium, host venue for the OHSAA Division I Boys State Championship. It's an all Columbus affair as Jerome out of Dublin and the Golden Bears of Upper Arlington get ready to square off. Alongside Tab Bauer, I'm Dwight Burgess. It's our pleasure to have you with us, for a matchup that features the team that's respected everywhere, it seems, not only in the Buckeye State but across the country, and that's the Golden Bears of Upper Arlington.
They've been in this dance many times, Dwight. They've got 20-some-odd state championships under their belt. And if it's up to the Dublin Jerome Celtics, today will be the last.
For Jerome, there's no question that this is a tall order, but they're not scared. They're not scared either. They are confident and they think they can make some noise by doing business here. 4 state final appearances for Upper Arlington. They finished, 4 state semifinal appearances, and they finished as the runner-up a year ago and looking to do one better than that here in 2022. State championship won by Dublin Jerome in 2021, and that leads me to the obvious point. These are 2 teams that are going to leave it all on the field tonight.
Absolutely, and this is a really rare year because they have not met in the regular season, which is a rarity for these 2 teams. It's just how the scheduling lines up with Upper Arlington being a member of the Midwest. They don't play as often, and Upper Arlington will leave Columbus to get some higher caliber matchups. We'll see what happens today as both of these 2 teams have a very similar playing style, and a lot will be determined at the face-off X today.
It's interesting you mentioned some of that competition. Just, for example, Heartland, Michigan, Hamilton Southeastern was a 13-6 win. Chicago, Illinois Academy. It's a varied schedule for Dublin Jerome and similar for Upper Arlington. Jerome is in the white uniforms, black with gold trim, Upper Arlington, and we are underway. 12-minute quarters.
And it's a rowdy crowd here today. This is great to see in Central Ohio. So many fans turning out to see the state championship.
Particularly so for Upper Arlington. This is their second consecutive school event. The girls team just finished up the Division I state championship contest, one that they led late but ended up losing in overtime. On the attack, Jerome, and from a distance, the shot is taken by Luke McLaughlin, and it's 1-0 in the opening 40 seconds of play.
Yeah, let's watch the replay. McLaughlin gets room and time, gets right around his defender. The slide doesn't come. McLaughlin gets his hands separated from his body, and that ball's in the back of the cage.
And you were just saying before we went on the air that there are guys on both teams that can really get legitimate speed out of their movement, out of their shots.
Absolutely. We were watching in warm-ups, some balls zinging by the cage on some missed shots that were easily a 100-mile-an-hour shot.
Upper Arlington with their first chance of the day. Sam Burns has possession.
And Burns will be crucial today. The face-off X wins and losses allows for more possessions for Upper Arlington, and they look for him as a real catalyst for their offense.
DeHerte had the ball on the right side. It rotates back to the near flank. A shot from distance and a good save.
Excellent save by White. Got to be able to clear the ball, though. Rides and clears so important in lacrosse, especially at this level. You got to be able to clear it. You got to be able to ride it.
1-0. Jerome.
That was a decleater.
Yeah. Another save. And an opportunity in transition for Jerome.
2 big saves by White already, standing tall in the cage.
Feed from behind the cage. Possession lost. And regained. Jerome has the ball.
Upper Arlington fans not happy. That should have been a loose ball push.
Well, officiating always plays a role in these games. They call it tight. Do they let the players go? It's not that one way or the other is right or wrong. It's simply difference between officiating crews.
And in the first game, we saw them call it very loosely, so there wasn't a lot of penalties.
That Jerome attack ends without a shot. Hustling effort by the Golden Bears to get into the attacking half of the park and all the way down behind the cage before rotating out high again.
Not the prettiest of clears by Upper Arlington, but effective enough to get it into their offensive end. Rides and clears, like I said, are going to be extraordinarily important. Who wins the midfield battle in this game will ultimately win the game.
Jack Kane working against Kyle White. Relief found Mazzaferri. Has it again. Looks to penetrate. Backs off. Takes a couple of whacks. 8.5 to play in the opening quarter. And there's a shot and a save. Rebounds a fair distance away where it's covered up by Jerome.
Excellent early on by White, making some key saves. Here comes a fast break for Jerome.
Kyle White.
They'll slow it down. Turns a fast break into a slow break.
Shot. It's in! Preston Everhart.
Everhart, what a nice job. What a nice job. You can see Everhart gets room and time, and room and time with a guy that's got a cannon, you're going to score goals more often than not. And you see no one picks Everhart up, and he finds the top right corner. That's where Grandma keeps the pearls, on the top shelf.
The top shelf, that's right. A little wake-up call, perhaps, for Upper Arlington, down 2, but not yet 4 minutes into the game.
Procedure for sure. It's going to be on Jerome. Upper Arlington perfect from the faceoff X so far.
Deherte working against the double team, tries to bend his runaway, finds a little bit of room. Now out near midfield, lob pass to the weak side. Shot, goal!
Karate, Quinn Karate. What a great look. We'll see here on the replay. Karate gets over top of his defender. The slide doesn't come. He gets a little seam there, and Karate makes him pay. The slide's got to come quicker. As a defender, you cannot let your offensive player over the top. You got to force him down the alley. The slide has to come across. You let him over the top, and you're going to give up easy goals.
3 goals in less than 5 minutes. Perhaps a forecast of many to come. Challenge for possession. And out with it. Upper Arlington, that's a run all the way down. Shot, not much pace behind it. And back comes Jerome.
Great save by White. Great save. He kick saves it.
Couple of good looks, but denied.
Nice save by Burkhart. Man, what a fast-paced game. We're up and down. We got save, we got clear, we got save. Really, really exciting game so far.
Mazzaferri. Forward pass. Oh, there's a lot of room. A shot. We're tied.
Kane, Jack Kane. What a nice job. Way to look up on the clear by Mazzaferri. You'll see on the replay, he finds Kane. No one covers Kane. He's in the middle of the field. You got to pick him up. Somebody's got to stop him. We've got a tie game. What an exciting first 4 minutes.
Not unlike the previous game, the girls' Division I final, where Upper Arlington fell behind early, but came back, eventually would take the lead in that seesaw affair. Went to golden goal and was won by New Albany, just one possession in the overtime, and that resulted in the game winner.
Good job there. Nice face-off by Upper Arlington again. Upper Arlington already controlling 4 face-offs to 1 in this game. Let's see if they can turn it into manufacturing some goals.
Janowitz throws it out. Burns. A lot of pressure. Finds help to his right. Back behind the cage. Nearing the midpoint of the opening quarter. Finding it difficult to penetrate. Nearly a steal. Nearly the key word in that sentence. Then a pass inside. Shot is in.
What a great look. What a great catch in traffic. Excellent job. I think that's Drew Graves. Ball's loose at the top of the box, sort of nonchalant about it. Sorry, it's actually Tommy Janowitz. Janowitz, what a great job. In traffic, falling to the ground, finds the back of the cage. What a nice, nice job in traffic. Another face-off win there by Upper Arlington.
And a timeout on the field.
A lot of these guys work with, with local legends.
Yep.
Here in Columbus that played professionally. I know Eric O'Brien of the Ohio Machines worked with some of the guys from Upper Arlington. He was a big Fogo guy at Ohio State and also with the Ohio Machine. And, you can see that already because face-offs are 5-1 in favor of Upper Arlington. And so far, it looks as if these teams are fairly evenly matched. But UA doing a little bit better job in the transition and at the face-off X, which is leading to the 3-2 lead in scoring. And so far, if you're doubling Jerome, you just got to settle down. You've got to do a better job of wing play and clearing the ball. You can't be so slow with it. You got to get up the field and take advantage of those fast break opportunities.
In the regional tournament, Upper Arlington, how's this for consistency? 17-3, 19-4, 16-3, 17-4.
They're no stranger to this tournament, and they understand that this game is ultimately the most important of their season because they're expected to be here. Anything less than being in this game is not a great season for Upper Arlington. But it's not just enough to get here. You got to win when you get here. As you can take a look at the Upper Arlington faithful there. Plenty of big heads in the crowd. I love it.
4th Final Four appearance. Runners-up a year ago. Touched upon that.
They didn't ask for one of my giant heads to carry through the student section. That's pretty awkward.
They should have had both of us up there.
Yeah, I mean,
could have had it back to back, so it's just one card and they flip it.
That's kind of how I feel about it. Saved by White. Got to clear. Got to clear.
Oh, good catch. Weaving his way on the dribble. Zagornis still has possession. Ungarat. Kyle White. 5 minutes to go in the quarter. 3-2. 3 straight goals for Upper Arlington after falling behind by a deuce. Much more deliberate this possession is for Jerome.
And Jerome trying to run a 14-style offense here. You can see a lot of guys at GLE moving back and forth.
A little pump fake, then a shot. Low to the right of the cage. But possession will stay with the Dublinites.
Not a lot of angle on that shot. You want to get a little higher.
Creating some angle there. That shot's deflected. Still Jerome ball. Both teams carry big rosters, and if you look at their respective benches, they got like 47 coaches.
One for every 3 players. That's a lot of polo shirts. Ooh, costly turnover by Jerome. You just can't have that. Don't stop moving your feet. We tell kids that all the time. When you're playing offense and defense, don't stop moving your feet.
It's good pressure. Nice little battle trying to get out of the back.
Sloppy clears. Very sloppy clears. From both teams. Maybe some jitters early on.
UA. Mazzaferri. Weak side. Shot, it's taken. Oh, great combination and a goal.
Wow, what a great look. What a great look. Leo Kane. What a nice job. His second of the game. And you're going to see on this replay, what a great job. They get the ball over to the weak side where the defense isn't at. Everybody drifted over to come to sort of ball watch and stop the ball. Leo Kane sneaks in the back door, and White's wondering down there, what's going on? Where's my defense at? And he's right. You got to come back and mark up. Guys got to stop the ball, and you got to pick up the two closest guys to the cage.
So a good start for Jerome has dissipated. They were up 2. Now they're down a pair.
Oh, we're going to have our first penalty. That looked like a Ben Miller special right there.
Tough collision. A second knock, and then the ball comes free.
Oh, the fans do not like it. The last time I heard that many boos, I was in like the 5th grade talent show, and we did a New Kids on the Block dance. Awful.
Just going to let that sit and simmer.
You probably should. That's fair.
Both schools well represented by their fellow students, parents, and supporters here at Historic Crew Stadium, the original of the 2 stadiums here in Columbus. We're ready to go. 3:20 time left here, the opening 12.
Jerome needs an answer here. They need to settle down a little bit.
Well, their 2-goal lead got away so fast. You don't want UA to get on a run here and suddenly find yourselves down 4, 5, 6 goals.
And UA's packing it in on defense. So there's not a lot of room for ISO or even dropping a ball into the crease. It seems like they need to spread UA's defense out a little bit so they can feed the crease.
Trying to move the ball quickly, and then a shot taken with the save made.
Nice save by Burkhart. Jerome switched into a 33 offense there with nobody at X.
Here they come again. UA. Working on the right side. Kane. Crotty. More Kane. And then behind the cage, the ball goes.
You see the difference in the way Upper Arlington's playing offense is that they're trying to spread Jerome out so there's more channels for back cuts and for driving to the cage, drawing and dumping. Whereas Upper Arlington is packing in Jerome, and they don't have the ability to make the moves that Upper Arlington's able to make.
Ball pops up in the air, unable to find it was Kane, and it's a transition opportunity at speed for Jerome. Short pass deflected. Ball on the field once again, now picked up and dropped.
Very sloppy early on. Got a man ball here in the corner. Man ball. Nice job so far. On that fast break that you saw from the long pole there, he's got to move the ball right away. No offense to long poles, but I don't want you initiating my offense. I want you to move the ball. He had a fast break. He's got to choose a side. He's got to move the ball, and it would have led to a better look than Jerome just got there. It's because these big guys aren't used to being on fast breaks. They sort of panic, And the problem is he needed to move the ball quicker. He let the Upper Arlington guy take away the advantage.
Another timeout. 1:12 the time remaining here in the early going. The OHSAA Boys Division I Lacrosse State Championship. A couple of Columbus teams. Jerome from Dublin. They're playing a little golf these days. And Upper Arlington, basically across the street from Ohio State and not 10 minutes from this stadium.
Man, it's been action-packed so far. I'm kind of sweating.
There's a fan over there. Teams returning to the field. All the secret discussions are over.
That's right. Jerome really needs to take advantage of this possession. They keep switching in and out of different looks offensively, I'm assuming to see what will work out. The field's kind of got an interesting shade to it, too. So if you're on that far right side, you're actually looking back into the sun. So as passes come right to left, really difficult to see the ball.
Shot wide of the mark.
A little extracurricular there, too.
Yeah, wondering how much of that we might see. There was a little back and forth there doing pregame warm-ups.
I don't think there's much love lost between Dublin and Upper Arlington. It's just a guess.
It's probably a really good guess. Final 25 seconds. Jerome got off to the great start, up 2-0. It's been 4 straight by Upper Arlington since. Jerome trying to get one more.
There's too much standing around by Jerome's offense. When you see that midi dodge up top, there's no movement on the backside or on the front side for them to drop a ball in.
Shot right at the death of the opening 12, and it's deflected away, and that'll do it for quarter number 1 here. Frenetic pace at times.
Great save
6
by
goals combined.
Keep up with Ohio High School Athletic Association tournament bracket scores.
The final of 4 state championship games here today, and you've seen them all.
I have. I've seen every game today, and if the 2 girls games, if this game can come anywhere near the 2 girls games we saw today, we will have a gem on our hands. This has been a great day for lacrosse and a great day for lacrosse in Ohio. Being adopted by the Ohio Athletic Association, it brings legitimacy to our sport and allows these young men and women to be highlighted on this stage in Crew Stadium with, I would venture to guess, well over 1,000 fans here. And that's all done by the athletes that came before them, that laid the groundwork to be able to have these teams play in such a nice venue. And, a lot needs to be said for all those people, all the OHSLA people that ended up rolling on up into OHSAA and allowing for an opportunity to play in historic Crew Stadium in front of what I can only consider a pretty rowdy crowd that's only going to get rowdier.
Yeah, their voices have been heard, no question about it.
It's it's a beautiful day for lacrosse, and so far we've been treated.
I think Bono said it best. It's a beautiful day. And it really is. Hardly a cloud to be seen in the sky. Pleasant little breeze. Sun is warm, but what the heck? It's June.
It's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
The stars and stripes on the flagpole at the north end of the stadium. Just very little movement, little twist from time to time.
Got a procedure on Jerome. So far, Upper Arlington, 6 face-off victories to 1 for Jerome. They've got to get that under control. Upper Arlington's going to run empty here. They're going to spread them out, see if Jerome defenders will come and play above the restraining box.
Just underway in the second quarter. Behind the cage.
He threw it away.
It's a good effort in the long stick to keep that ball free, but then no sooner do I say it than Jerome gets the ball and they lose it.
Yeah, some sloppy play. The Jerome defender didn't need to make a crazy play. There was no one around him. He could have collected himself and taken it over the midline all by himself.
Looking for that opportunity to expand their lead to 3.
Arlington wants to drive from X and feed the crease.
And that effort is high and goes out the side door. Possession remains with Upper Arlington. Attacking the south end of the stadium here in quarter 2. Shot high. And it ends up the same place as the last shot.
It's just not a lot of angle there. That's a really tough shot to make in lacrosse. And the defender did a really good job of pushing Burns down to GLE.
Should mention this is a brand new surface here at the stadium. That one doinks off the frame.
That's going to be a turnover too. That's costly.
This was a grass facility, but about a year ago they replaced it with an artificial surface.
That's a tough see over there. That ball gets up in the sun. You can't see it. The problem is that we still have yet to see a very clean clear from either team.
Yeah, you're right about the sun. It's just above. There's a shot in the goal.
No goal off the top.
Nope, my bad. Saw the net ripple. Back at the other end.
I'm not sure if that ball hit inside or not. We'll see here on the replay if that ball went inside or didn't go inside, as we'll get a stoppage in play. No, that's no goal. That's no goal. That's a good call. That hit the outside of the pipe.
Hit the pipe enough to make the net wiggle a little bit. That's it. Down 2, looking to cut that deficit by 1. Aggressive move made by Mazzaferri, but didn't pan out in the end. There's a long throw, and as it turns out, a good one.
That's all risk and not a lot of reward. Upper Arlington's coach is yelling, go, go. They must like the matchup.
Good work defensively. Quick spin shot will not go. And out with possession comes Jerome.
Great save by White there.
Yeah, on the.
So what do we got? Timeout. Jerome. Don't tell these guys it's only the second quarter.
Yeah, these possessions right now for Jerome are critical, which is overstating the obvious, I realize, but
they've just had a lot of trouble clearing the ball. White stood tall in the cage. He's standing on his head down there, making saves, and they're struggling to clear. Any clean clears are just not getting across, and they should be leading to settled situations for Jerome. It's just not happening. You got to slow down, and you got to see your passes. And at this point, Jerome's just struggling a little bit to clear the ball. Likewise, at this point, it looks like Upper Arlington's content to continue to ISO the cage and hope that slides come so they can dump. That's a traditional Upper Arlington style offense where they're going to force you to make a decision. You can slide and stop and we'll dump to the slide, or you cannot slide and we'll ISO you to death. A rowdy student section for Jerome.
They get their chance on camera.
Yep.
Making the most of it.
Going to be a lot of Taco Bell sold in Dublin today. And Upper Arlington.
Well, the student body of Jerome dressed in white to match their team. And it's a lot of black and gold on the other side, mostly black. All right, 8 minutes, 11 seconds to play here in the first half. 4-2. Upper Arlington has the lead. They were down 2-0, have scored 4 straight, and Jerome's really struggled to put any significant pressure on goal. Maybe this will be the possession to do so.
I think that they've really got to drive and dump. A save by Burkhart.
Yeah, Mazzaferri got in. Scratch that. Preston Everhart.
We're going to have procedure on Jerome. Another costly turnover. It's a moving screen. Good clear by UA.
Charlie Paxton working hard. And slowing things down a bit now, Upper Arlington.
Yeah, they're in a change. So they're going to wait till they get their offensive personnel out, and then they'll start their offense.
Quinn Crotty comes in. Good defense from Jerome. The ball pops out wide, uncertain as to where it is.
Ooh, I think that hit off a Jerome or a UA stick before it went out.
Right in front. It's a good pass and an excellent save.
Nice job by White. Let's see if they can clear the ball. They've had a lot of trouble clearing the ball. Long passes are not your friend on a clear. Got to look up. There you go.
There's another look at that save. As we come back to live action, Jerome on the attack. Shot on target, but not much of a challenging save.
You got to bounce that ball. If you don't have a 100-mile-an-hour shot, you got to put that on the ground. You got to go high to low.
Again, it's Arlington. Shot, save. So
great save by White.
Yeah, we're seeing some good play in front of the goal, in front of the frame.
A lot of back and forth.
Jerome's had a couple of good looks. That's the best as of late.
What a great look. Jerome must have a lot of confidence in Danny Prochko. He stays on the field the whole time, the long stick midi. We'll watch the replay here. He started it all, clearing the ball, and then we get down, and that's just room and time. Get your hands away. It's a good shot, non-stick side, and just like that, Jerome right back in it.
Just on the midpoint of the second quarter. (4-3), Upper Arlington leads. Jerome comes out of the draw with possession. Stick falls to the turf, but it's not involved in the play.
Big opportunity to switch some momentum here for Jerome.
Gave up 4 in a row after scoring back-to-back goals. Now trying to duplicate that effort. And if successful, they'll tie the game. The Golden Bears, other thoughts. There's a movement in, there's a shot, and there is a goal for Jerome.
Chase Sigornis locking this one up. What a nice goal. We'll watch on the replay here. Sigornis gets alone by himself. This shouldn't happen when you got a long pole on you. He goes in underneath, so they do the right thing and push him down, but they let him back over the top. So Sigornis has nobody sliding to him, and it's an easy look. What a great answer by Jerome to tie this game up at 4. Got another procedure, this time on Upper Arlington. Somewhere the face-off gods are not happy with that.
Nobody able to get a hold of this thing. And just when you think they have, the ball's dropped. This one's going to work out okay for Upper Arlington. Aaron Henry worked his way out to the left, then gives up possession. Inside 5 minutes remaining in the half.
Upper Arlington sees something they like. They're going to take Sam Burns up top to ISO. Burns just tried to cradle through 2. You'd like to see him move the ball there because if there's 2 guys on you, somebody's open.
Spin move and lost his footing, did Mazzaferri. And that'll be a turnover. One back to goal. And they take the lead again, does Upper Arlington through Leo Kane.
Leo Kane. That's Leo Kane's 3rd. That's just sloppy clearing again. We've talked about it from the beginning. Watch the replay. Jerome just can't curtail this. 35's throwing the ball back to the middle of the field. You might as well just pass it right to Upper Arlington. Leo Kane picks up the trash and deposits it.
Good response from Upper Arlington after losing their lead. Reestablish it at 1. 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go. We're in the second quarter, 5-4. Upper Arlington leading Jerome out of Dublin.
Upper Arlington out shooting Jerome right now, 12-8. Those are shots on goal.
And a timeout.
Guys doing all that jumping and running into each other. They got to go easy. You got another half of lacrosse to play. So what do you think so far? All I told you it would be, or no?
Yeah, no, absolutely. As billed. This is athletic, frenetic at times. There have been some really, really good goals. There's been some good play on both sides. But I think that to this stage, Upper Arlington's been just a half notch better.
So far, and honestly, it's been in Jerome's clear game. I don't dump the ball to the middle of the field if you don't have somebody open.
Right.
If you're going to do anything, throw it out of bounds. I mean, or give it a long Gilman to the corner of your offensive end. You can't make mistakes in your own offensive end like throwing the ball away or just, throwing it over your head. You have to make smart decisions. You can turn the ball over. You just can't turn it over there when you don't have numbers. Yeah, Upper Arlington's too good of a team to give them chances. And even with that being said, so far, and we got a 5-4 game, so Jerome's hanging in.
The longer the game goes with a tight scoreline, I think the better it is for Jerome. Because of the two teams, if one was really going to explode, you would expect that to be Upper Arlington.
The concerning part now is that, if you look at the face-off X, again, Upper Arlington's got 6 wins to 1 win for Jerome. And that's not sustainable. You can't sustain that. You got to have a guy at the X that can run down, get you possession, and dump it in your offensive end.
UA with possession. Mazzaferri working behind the cage. In a 1v1 situation. Sprints out to his right. Fires a shot that's high.
It's great backup there. Outstanding backup by Chris Mazzaferri.
Fairly lengthy possession now. for the Golden Bears. Ooh, nice look at that entry pass there. Jack Kane couldn't come down with it. There's a long lob.
It's a good clear for Jerome.
Nearly thrown away. Looking to once again equalize. They were up 2-0, then 2-1, down 4-2, tied it up and trail now. There's a shot, and there's a goal for Jerome.
Nice job, Chase Sigornis, his second of the game. Look at the replay here. Sigornis just gets by his defender, creates a little space, and gets a little room and time. They're letting him get his hands free, and he's going to have a good look at that. And Sigornis just puts it in the back of the cage. He goes low to high. Those are hard to save. Sigornis, a really good job of creating space. Room and time for Sigornis. Pays off.
Looked like Jerome had the draw, but such is not the way it played out.
Wing play is so crucial to face-off wins. There's only so much the guy at the X can do.
It's a shot under a measure of duress. Janowicz. .245 to go in the half. Tied at 5.
Great save by White. See if they can clear the ball. Got to move it quick.
Still struggling to get out of the back on a long cross-field pass. Then forward, target missed. But the free ball is scooped up and will stay with Jerome.
It's a big possession for Jerome. They can really pull some of that momentum back.
Behind the frame. 5-5. Woo. Ball over the top. Across the width. 90 seconds to play here in the quarter.
That's great hustle. That's just great hustle. Laying it all on the line for a single possession. That's great hustle. UA clearing with much greater ease than Jerome is.
Shot, bounce, and a good save. Clean save. And again, can Jerome get out of the back? It's a hard check.
Yeah, there should be a flag down for that one. Still not a clean clear.
Nope. Fired shot, top corner, and it's good for Mazzaferri. Excuse me.
Preston Everhart.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Preston Everhart with a great goal. You'll see on the replay. Again, no one picks him up. And he goes non-stick side high. That's a tough save. Everhart's a second of the game. And what a great way to answer. Here comes Jerome, 6'5".
Clearly the pendulum has swung the other direction. Mentioned a couple of times it was 2-0 early to Jerome. Then it went 4-2 Upper Arlington. And now 6-5 to Jerome with 54.6 seconds remaining here in the first half. Can the Golden Bears get this thing level before heading to the locker room?
That's a loose push. You got to call that on the faceoff. That's a loose push. The faceoff guy for Upper Arlington absolutely got trucked loose. No call.
Shot, initial save, ball trickles towards the goal line, but is then scooped up.
Nice save by Burkhart.
Still time. Dicey pass, but it plays out. Then there's a shot, and it's well off the mark.
Oh, watch the big man run. Watch the big man run. The goalie gets back there. Only
10 seconds to play. Quick check of the scoreboard. Ball forward. 2 seconds.
That's a penalty. Absolutely. And that's not a good penalty either, because that's a 30-second push with possession, and it negates a face-off. Just not a good penalty, because it's not only just a 30-second man up, it's also a penalty on that costs you a possession for the face-off.
Something to keep an eye on in the second half. Oh, now I see there's a flag down.
Yep. And they're going to have to work this out. They're going to have to determine. And you can see Coach Andy Asmo out there doing a little politicking. That should be no face, 30-second with possession to start the third quarter.
And we'll hang on here a minute just to see.
Coach Olson not happy because he saw a loose push on his face-off guy. Not happy.
It's halftime here at Historic Crew Stadium. Dublin Jerome leads Upper Arlington 6-5.
My revolver's not religious, the revolution's born. You wanna know my name, then go and tell us all. You wanna know my gang, Suicide Squad. Pistol on my waist, I might make a mistake. Dead shot, Headshot, oh my God, am I crazy? Drugs every corner, this is Gotham City. Killer truck, came to kidnap you to cut out your kidney. Ain't no mercy, got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, so she know that worth it. Flooded Rolex at the Grammy Awards. They still selling dope, that's those Miami boys. Killers everywhere, it ain't no place to run. Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Don't be begging for your life, cause that's a lost cause. High stakes, body armor, suicide, boy. It's the time for games and it's the time to kill. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here. Capital murder, capital letters. Yeah, she catching my vibe, but she can't fathom my cheddar. Need a couple gang members for these new endeavors. From this point on, anything we do together. Body on the corner, million in the trunk. 7 figures, I spend that every other month. Killers on the corner, talents in the clip. Build a palace out in Paris just to fill with say my name and I'm coming with the gun squad. Everybody running, homie, there's only one gun. Cocaine, white Ferrari, I'm in the fast lane. Every day was life and death, that's when the cash came. Count money, drug residue, even blood on it. He had it driving till I put my cuz on it.
Inside historic Crew Stadium, just about set to begin the second half. Back and forth affair. Jerome scored first and last for a total of 6-5, the Golden Bears. And a first half in which the officials allowed a lot to go on. They're really trying to let the players play.
Absolutely, but you can see as a result of the penalty, there'll be no face-off, and Jerome will start with the ball. You know, if you're at home like the Millers and the O'Briens watching this game on the NFHS app, put the kids to bed. It's about to get rowdy here.
Big crowd, vocal crowd, particularly the respective student bodies, all dressed in the colors that reflect their team, black and gold or white for Jerome. We're underway, quarter three. 3 of 4 12-minute stanzas. If the game is tied at the end, they go to golden goal, and that cost the Upper Arlington Golden Bears girls team that led throughout much of their match but found it tied late and lost in the golden goal.
This is an important man up. You've got to get an opportunity. You've got to get a look, and they've already killed the whole man up. Upper Arlington has. Jerome didn't even get a look. Good penalty kill by Upper Arlington so far.
Shot is off the mark. Brady Sestilli. Oh, there's a good look, and that shot's wide the other direction.
Just missed.
Stuckey can't convert.
It's a great cut by Stuckey. He's in the right place, right time. You just got to put the biscuit in the basket there. Got to finish your shots.
Good view from behind the Jerome attack. You can see that shot was just barely wide, but barely's the key word. Barely's enough. Possession stays with Jerome. There's some physicality.
Absolutely. When you got three guys and you got to roll away from pressure and look to find out who's open.
In the landing pattern this afternoon is one big jet after another flies into John Glenn Airport over historic Crew Stadium.
I consider each one of those a flyby.
Okay, fair enough. And they're pretty good if you enjoy looking at the underside of airplanes. This possession extended now beyond 2 minutes. Can't in all honesty say that Jerome's had a really good look. They had a couple of shots that went wide. Everhart gets right in front, and the ball squirts out the opposite side.
I was going to say there has to be something there. There has to be in the crease or loose push or push with possession. It's going to be in the crease on Jerome.
First opportunity for Upper Arlington. Long pass, shorter pass, but in 2 passes, now 3, and that shot is off the mark.
Great transition game
Yeah.
by Upper Arlington. That's how you clear the ball.
3 passes and a shot from close range.
Arlington going to set up their offense again and run it all over.
Jerome had the ball for just over 2 minutes, unable to score. Heading into the second minute of this possession for Upper Arlington. Ooh. Pass gets away, but collected on the backside, and then a wild shot way off the mark.
That's a souvenir. That one was deposited in the stands.
Mazzafari's in a giving mood.
Absolutely. Watch out. When that comes screaming in there, you do not want your face in the way of that.
Another shot.
You got to keep your head on the swivel if you're going to walk behind the cage.
And this is going to be a 2-minute plus possession for Upper Arlington.
Very patient.
Third of the quarter is going to be gone just like that. I realize that's a lot of math, so I apologize to those of you like me.
I just assumed you knew what you were talking about.
Well,
I didn't even do the math.
The key is to sound like you know what you're talking about.
Welcome to my marriage.
No, you're not the only one. Effort from distance by Leo Kane.
If you sound convincing enough, right?
Yep. Another shot, that one from
nice save.
Out in the middle. A good save off to the lower left.
Great save. Burns with a really nice-looking rocket there. Just couldn't connect.
And a chance for Jerome to go. There's a shot, bounce, save. There's a rebound, scramble for possession.
Ground balls win games.
At Upper Arlington. Nice little lead pass from the cage out to midfield.
I just feel like UA is having such an easier job clearing the ball than Jerome is. They make it look effortless. Seems as though Upper Arlington always wants to start with Burns, get the ball in Burns' hand, let him drive and dump. Oh, costly turnover.
No change on the scoreboard here in the second half, and we're nearly at the midpoint of the third quarter.
Almost turned a fast break into a no break.
Big pass to nobody in particular, but it bounces kindly for Upper Arlington. Good snag there. Mazzaferi's going to go. Ball's right on the line. The official's there. What's he going to say?
No, that's no goal. The white line is not a goal. The white line is not a goal. The blue line's the goal, not the white line. That is no goal.
So that's cleared up.
I think they're complaining because he used his bare hand to pull it out, which is against the rules.
So all that excitement. Inside 6 minutes to play here in the quarter. Still no score additions here in the second half, and now we've got a flag.
What the call's going to be here. Pulling somebody off the field. A hold on 39, which will be a 30-second penalty. I did notice that they removed the black chairs from the penalty box.
Yeah, they folded them up.
Yep. Not sure why. I really like the black chair in the penalty box for, just comfort in general.
It's the little things.
Yeah, I mean, give until it hurts.
See if the Golden Bears can take advantage of this opportunity, get the game back to even.
30-second man up. You want to get one good look. If you're Upper Arlington, one good look. Let's tie the game up. One good look.
In the middle.
Oh,
Collision
nice
there.
Check. Nice check.
Ball comes free.
It's a big clear right there, Jerome. That is a big clear.
There's a shot and a save.
And the penalty had cleared, so that's why he continued to attack the cage. Had they still been in a penalty, they would have pulled back. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Right on the doorstep. Goal!
Tommy Janowitz with his second. If you're the keeper, you got to crash hard on that. Little stutter step there by White coming in. He didn't go and attack the ball, and he had to, unfortunately. You try to go as a keeper, you try to go stick to stop that. But again, that's a difficult save. Janowitz, pretty much a gimme goal there. Excellent job by Upper Arlington. Again, directly from a clear, a goal happens.
4:48 to play in quarter three, and we're back to where we were at the outset of this game, and that is level on the scoreboard.
Jerome faceoff win.
Nothing on the scoreboard thus far in the second half for Jerome. A little stutter step.
And skipping passes. You got to try not to skip passes. You skip your pass and bad things happen. Jerome skips it, but UA can't clear it.
Yeah, a bit of a panic toss. Here comes his shot, and it's going to roll wide. Four minutes left in quarter three. Jerome, Upper Arlington tied at 6. Both teams have had a lead in this one.
Ball's on the ground. This seems to be the strength of Upper Arlington's game, is clearing, and they're struggling a little bit.
Good win for Jerome. Whoops.
Yep. You know, that just jumps up and gets you sometimes when you get a good bottom hand check on a pass. That's what happens, and unfortunately Jerome throws the ball away. Oh, excellent defense by Jerome. Excellent defense. Pushing UA out of bounds. That's costly.
Can Jerome take advantage? Not this time. Another long distance pass. That one well beyond the intended target, but it works out okay for Upper Arlington. Shot from a tough angle is covered up.
Nice save by White.
His outlet's deflected.
Good clear. You got a fast break. Nope, slow break now. Arlington recovers pretty well.
There's a shot. Good save, but it bounces, ricochets, and it's in.
What a shot. That's Prochko, the long stick midi. They must love his stick skills. He stays on. And you'll see here, you know, looks like Burkhart's there to make the save, and it just sneaks by him, bounces by. That's a big goal. Danny Prochko, the long stick midi. You can just see it bounces, it gets that spin and rolls back in. It was a save and just couldn't corral it. It counts as a goal. Those are the kind of goals you tell your kids about, that you were ripping corners in the state tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. On paper, it's whatever goal you want it to be.
That's right.
The older I get, the better I was.
It was behind the back, upper 90. You should have seen it.
And I did a full backflip. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. And back into a 1-goal lead. Jerome, this is the same advantage they had at halftime.
That's a hold. Oh. All right. They called in the crease. It certainly looked like a hold.
Woo! Boy, that's a tough
boy.
hit. Mazzaferri.
Oh, boy.
The Jerome bench is going bonkers. There's the hit.
That's clean. Hands together. That's clean. And
There's
they just
the
moved
pass.
the ball. And Mazzaferri's just one-on-one. I mean, it's a hard hit. It's a hard hit. Don't get me wrong, but it's clean. Looked like his hands were together. Those are what you call in lacrosse buddy passes. When you throw it to your buddy and he's running upfield and the ride comes and gets you.
Well, the opening half of the quarter saw very little, and now we've had a couple of goals scored by each team. And that one brings us back to a level score at 7.
And if you can't feel the energy in this room, I'll tell you what, you can feel it.
1:25 to go in quarter 3. Upper Arlington going to look just to take the air out of it and see if they can get one, take the lead.
Certainly appears that way. They're pulling Jerome up, trying to get him to come above the restraining box. They seem to love to start Burns on a draw and dump.
There's a good solo move.
That's a loose ball push. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jerome doesn't like that call, but I'm telling you, that is an absolute loose ball push.
40 seconds to play in quarter 3. There's a shot, it's in! Wow.
Leo Kane, that's his 4th. What a nice look. He gets over the top. The defense doesn't stop him. Here's the problem. You can't let guys over the top. You've got to take away their right hand and force them back left to where the slide is. Force them down the alley. You can't let guys over the top. Kane needs to be careful there, too. He definitely gestured over to the bench a little bit of Jerome, and that can draw a flag.
Well,
oh, boy. Upper Arlington's fired up.
Some of that interaction, as we touched upon, occurred before the game even started. There's a shot, and it bounds well past the goal.
Got 22 seconds left here. Jerome can get one good look.
It was a 1-goal advantage for Jerome at the break. Now they trail by 1.
Got to move the ball. You're down to 12. Got to go. What a check. If you hang it, we'll bang it.
Not much time left. Needs to shoot now. And now he does, and it's off the mark. Better look than I thought he might get.
Absolutely, and that's a break for Jerome. You turn the ball over with fast break written all over it. And that's the best outcome you can get.
3/4 of the way home. 12 more minutes of regulation time to be played, and Upper Arlington leads Jerome 8-7.
Oh, boy. Don't let those Golden Bears get loose over there. I see a lot of UA chants. So far, it's been an exciting game. It's definitely been his build. If you're Jerome right now, you got to do a better job of clearing the ball. You can't turn over the ball at the top of the restraining box, because what happens is it leads to fast breaks. And that one almost cost him with the long pole midi, scooping up the ball and returning it all the way down. If he puts that on the cage, it could be a 2-goal game going into the 4th quarter. And, unfortunately, in a game that's this hotly contested, going 1 or 2 or 3 goals over the other team could lead to victory. I'm so impressed with the amount of people that have come out for the game today.
Upper Arlington looking for their first OHSAA state championship. Of course, this is the sport that's newer to the OHSAA.
That's right. And they will be quick to correct you over there in the Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers colors, that they actually have won it 20 some odd times, just not under OHSAA.
Hence the reason I threw that little bit in.
We'll keep that between us over here. I don't think they like that on that side. They're looking to correct that today.
Skyrocketing popularity of this sport.
Good face-off win.
How about that? Doesn't get much better.
Brady Sestilli. What a great face-off. What a nice play by Sestilli. Picks it up, attacks the cage, and there's no one there to pick him up.
Took 7 seconds.
That's right. I used to know a big fella that could do that for the Ohio Machine. Eric O'Brien used to take him on down there just like that in 7 seconds.
Tied at 8.
What a great answer by Jerome. Right off a face-off fast break. Those can pick you up. Those can pick your spirits up. He's out of bounds. Big turnover. Big turnover.
Their opening possession of the third quarter. It took just 7 seconds for Jerome to convert. And now they have the ball again.
Big clearing opportunity for Jerome. Made that look easy. We haven't seen a lot of set offensive pieces from Jerome in this game, so this will be interesting to see what they actually go with. As they're trying to spread Upper Arlington out again, they go empty.
It's a good solo move. Shot off the mark. Looking to take the lead. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Pass is deflected.
Yep, it's another costly turnover. You get to this point in the game, you got to be finely tuned. You got to make your passes. You got to make sure that you know, if you're playing defense, that you're covering your man. These are the important parts of the game right now.
Golden Bears on the prowl.
Great solo clear.
Fighting through a couple of bits of contact.
It's a good individual effort to clear the ball.
Goal! Woo! That happened fast.
Yes, it did. What a shot. You can see Jack Kane again. That's his 5th. He gets room and time, gets those hands extended, really reaches back and fires. Again, you get room and time. You give these guys, a lot of these players are very good at lacrosse. You give them room and time, they're going to find the cage.
And back and forth they go. Challenge right now for Jerome as they continue to fight from a goal down, get it tied up, then go down a goal again. They got to put a couple of tallies together.
Costly turnover by Upper Arlington. Jerome will set up their set piece offense. We'll see what happens here. They want to run 2 or 3 guys on the crease. They want to run confusion. They stack everybody down there. It's a drive and break.
9:30 to go in the quarter.
Wow.
There's a shot, and we are tied yet again.
Wow, what a goal by Kyle White. What a goal. You'll see this. He gets all the way down to goal line extended. He has basically no angle at all for this. He's got the stick in his right hand, and he uses like a Canadian lefty and flips it backwards and in. And what a great shot by Kevin White, or Kyle White, sorry.
Pythagoras would have struggled with that angle. 9:29 remaining in regulation.
This is like a prize fight. It's punch,
It really is.
punch.
It really is. 9-9 the score. And we have a timeout.
It's a great timeout by Coach Asmo, realizing that his faceoff man was in trouble, and possessions are so important right now.
Attention fans, following today's contest, you are welcome to remain in the stands for a brief awards ceremony for both teams.
Man, what a game.
Again, that's immediately
Really can't ask for much more. There's been athleticism, physicality.
It's all been on display, and you've seen some really great goals. I mean, really great goals. It's just a testament to how hard these guys work. These young men start playing lacrosse at such a young age. They sit in their backyards with their stick and learn all these things that take years to perfect. And they come out here and they do it with such ease. You think, no big deal. And you don't realize how hard it is to do some of the moves that you see from these guys.
And that's one of the signs in the student section for Jerome. It's bear hunting. And a little competition now between the two groups.
Oh, boy.
How can you not love this?
I do. Quick start again.
One of those times when the broadcasters just need to shut up.
That's right.
Let the pictures tell the story.
I still want to know what gravy means. Kids at Upper Arlington have gravy on their shirtless bodies.
Jerome looking to get back in the lead. It's been a while. Each time they have, Upper Arlington's had an answer. And behind the cage. Good snag off the low. Oh, nice penetrating run, but the pass isn't complete. Oh, that was a heck of an effort there by Luke McLaughlin. .8:20 remaining. Continuing to work. Shot saved.
Just no angle. That's a low percentage shot right there. Especially if your stick's on your outside hand.
Another good save. And we have a whistle.
Loose push.
.745 left in a tie game. Boys Division I state championship from historic Crew Stadium. The final title tilt of the day. And shot is saved. Division II boys and girls came first. Division I, New Albany defeats Upper Arlington in golden goal play. There's another look at that shot in the block. Upper Arlington's turn to take a lead.
Very patient attack from Upper Arlington. Very weighed and measured here. They definitely know what they want to do. They like the matchup here. Burns is going to take him behind. He's got a shorty.
Ball movement, shot, wow. Goal! Leo Kane in the 19 jersey.
And his 6th of the day for Leo Kane. And you can see here, there's nobody out there. Upper Arlington does such a good job moving the ball. They can't get out to Leo Kane quick enough. Leo Kane deposits that in the upper deck there. What a great shot.
6:41 remaining, and it's now 10-9. UA leads Jerome. As we talked about in the prior game, it's that stage of things where every draw is important.
Withholding. On Jerome. That'll be a procedure. Upper Arlington will get the ball.
Chance to double their lead. And given the lack of time remaining, really put Jerome in a tough spot. They need to step up defensively here. 6:30 to go. 1 goal lead for UA.
Again, Burns going to take him behind. He's got a shorty. He's going to dodge from X.
Out high, pump fake, little pass down. Then the shot's taken, and it's a goal.
Tommy Janowitz again, his third. Same play again, just on the opposite side. They started X, drive, they feed to the top, one pass, and right down for the easy shot to the waiting backside offensive player, and you can see it there. No one's home. Janowitz just walks on in. It's the exact same play they ran to the left side, then they ran it to the right side. Both times, drive from X, feed to the top, fake a shot, dump. Once for Janowitz, once for Kane, either side.
Critical that Jerome gets the ball here. They got work to do. Coming up on the midpoint of quarter 4 and down 2 now.
If you're Jerome, you just have to stay patient. Don't rush. Run your offense. Plenty of time.
Well, if throwing yourself in goal counted, that'd be good news for Jerome.
Yeah, he didn't realize he had left something behind, and that was the ball.
Otherwise, things were great. Work cut out for them now defensively, Jerome.
Good ride. It's a good ride.
And a long throw down the field. Big bounce. Deflects. Scooped up. Nope. Knocked along.
Be Jerome's ball.
Nearing the 5-minute mark of quarter 4. Good challenge. And then we've got a timeout called by Upper Arlington.
Yep, we have a broken stick as well. You can feel the energy for Upper Arlington right now. They really are starting to assert themselves. Their rides have gotten stronger. Their clears have gotten stronger. And so far what's happening is that the momentum is definitely switching over. Got some flexing. Got gravy. Everything you need from a fan base. A good flex. Some shirtless guys that says gravy. I mean, I don't know what else you need.
Out of the timeout. 5:08, the time remaining in regulation. Game that has been tied for much of the evening is right now a 2-point lead for Upper Arlington over Jerome.
Jerome really needs to turn him over here.
Yeah, a 3-goal lead with this amount of time might be too big an ask. But we saw in the girls' game that very scenario play out the opposite. The deficit was covered, and the game was eventually won.
Just got to get a stop if you're Jerome. Upper Arlington clearly in no hurry. They're going to get a stall here eventually. And you can see, I just saw the official flip it on. Next time they step in.
Sprint towards goal. Good look. Ball's deflected. And the ball's in the net.
Chris Mazzaferri again, his second. You can see he just takes him right along goal line extended. And the Jerome defender can't stay with him, and there's no slide coming. There's got to be a slide from the crease there, and there's no slide coming. Mazzaferri just outruns his defender to the crease. Jerome's going to need to answer here.
4:06 to go. Largest lead of the game for either team is where we are now at 3. Not what Jerome needed. And now Upper Arlington will be very deliberate. Coaching staff all putting their hands up, just slow down.
They'll change personnel, but I don't think they'll make a move to the cage. You just take it behind. I think at this point you got to hope that Jerome gets antsy and doubles ball. Now there's the turnover they needed.
Now they got to get moving. 3:20, 12-9, and the pass is intercepted. Will they go to goal this time? They'll go to the cage. The shot, good
nice
save.
Save by White.
No time like the present.
Jerome needs one. That is not what they need.
Pressing a little bit, perhaps.
Absolutely. He's still got plenty of time.
Upper Arlington bench can barely contain its excitement. Inside 3 minutes left and a 3-goal lead.
Oh, what a check. What a check.
Great work defensively. And Upper Arlington would appear to be in control of this one now. 2:30 to play. Golden Bears up 3.
Upper Arlington can go ahead and take this right back to Axe.
Double team. Ball comes free.
Yep, he should have taken the ball back to Axe.
Shot. Good save.
Excellent save by Burkhart.
2 minutes.
Got to double the ball. You have to double the ball.
Shot. Save.
I don't understand why Upper Arlington's still taking moves towards the cage. It's just not necessary. Up.
Plenty of room there.
Gotta go. Look up.
White's on the move. White shoots. That's well wide of the target.
And that should also be a penalty right there on the shot. That looks like a push from behind. Slash, 1 minute slash. So Jerome will go man up. They do not have a lot of time.
.81 seconds, the time Jerome has to work with. And they got to score 3 times.
It seems insurmountable, but you obviously have to get one at a time. And if you can do it in about the first 15 of this penalty and you do it before you get under a minute.
Pass out top. Shot is taken and it's in. Still alive, Jerome.
Xander Johnson, I believe.
Let's take another look.
Xander Johnson out top. Gets room and time again. They get Upper Arlington's defense to slough in, just stop the penetration. And Xander Johnson just steps in, catches it with a big goal right there to keep Jerome's hopes alive.
They've got to win this. Otherwise, Upper Arlington likely be able to.
Procedure as well. Not a good time for that if you're Upper Arlington. Got to go, Jerome.
Looking for that opportunity.
Don't force it.
Little spin move, shot, it's high. 57 seconds.
Got to go.
Clock is moving.
Need about 30 to run an effective offense.
Nearly turned over. Now you got to get to the frame. Oh, sandwiched. Out comes a flag.
Got to go. Time is still not your friend.
Shot. A lot on that one, but it's off the mark. 38 seconds to play.
If you're Jerome, you've got to get a quick goal here, a very quick goal. Let's see if the penalty's releasable or not releasable. There's a good chance they could call 2 one-minute penalties for illegal body check because there were 2 Upper Arlington defenders that converged there. If it is, they will be congruent and non-releasable. We'll see what the call is. So it's only on 1, so there'll be a 1-minute illegal body check. It will be releasable on a goal. 38.2 seconds means you got to score quick. You got to score within the first 12 seconds of this penalty to have enough time to take this to take one more crack.
Remain in the stands for a brief award ceremony for both teams. Again, that's immediately following the contest.
Back to the cheering competition.
I mean, wouldn't your giant head look great in there in the middle of the Upper Arlington student section?
It really would.
It has to be in the Upper Arlington student section because you'll need the black background.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, just to accentuate.
I think it's a good call.
I'm here for you.
38 seconds. Upper Arlington, 2 goals in the lead. Dublin Jerome has the ball. Obviously, they need to score quickly, and then it'll go back to midfield and see if they can get one more possession.
And they're man up, so they're going to get a real good look at one here, but they got to move quickly. Got to move quicker.
Ball, turn, shot. Oh, good scoop save.
It's probably going to be it.
And a long release.
Oh, no.
And how about that? Final 10 seconds.
It's a procedure, so it'll be a free clear, but they only have 7 seconds. Oh, it will not be a free clear.
Seven seconds away. Shot is saved, and that's going to do it. Upper Arlington takes a 3-goal lead in the fourth quarter, and they make it stand as they go on to win 12-10. Division I boys state champions.
What a game. What a game. Excellent job. Now, Upper Arlington at the end just did such a nice job of controlling the tempo of the game, and Jerome just didn't have the answers at the end to help out. They had a chance being man up at the last 50-something seconds of the game, just couldn't convert. It's a lot to ask to score 2 goals in 50 seconds. Upper Arlington did a great job and earned their first OHSAA state championship.
And the 150th in school history. So it seems. Now they go to celebrate with their schoolmates, their friends, their families.
And you can even see Ted Wolford down there on the sideline, who's responsible for about 23 of those state championships. He's still on the coaching staff. And congratulations to Kyle Olson for getting his first state championship. You know, if you're Dublin Jerome, you played a great game. You did. But unfortunately, Upper Arlington just had a little more in the tank today.
Well, what a day it's been for the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the state lacrosse championships. Yeah, we've seen overtime, last-minute heroics.
What a great day of lacrosse. We saw 3 outstanding games. You're not going to get much better than that.
We'll keep it here just a touch longer as they get ready to present the individual and team awards, runner-up and championship trophy, and all those festivities will come from the field. Boy, the Jerome student section has cleared out in a heartbeat.
That's right. Poor security over there did a great job keeping Upper Arlington fans off the field. They've had 3 games to practice. We've had 3 nail-biters.
Yeah, you said it. You can't ask for more than what we've seen here today.
Great to see for Ohio High School lacrosse. What a great display of skill and talent, and really teams that have a ton of the same styles. We saw so much today that gives you so much hope and promise for the future of Ohio High School lacrosse and its growth. Because let's be honest, we're still in the infancy stages. There's plenty of high schools in the area and even in the state that don't have lacrosse teams. And to see this on display and to see the amount of fans that show up for the games and how loud and how rowdy they got, it just is so great for our sport.
Well, it is a rapidly growing sport, and it's been everything you could ask for. You talk about the venue, right in the capital city.
You have to definitely thank the OHSAA and Tim Street and his team for all they do putting this together and bringing it here. I mean, in years past, we've been at Ohio Wesleyan, and having it actually here at Historic Crew Stadium in this venue has been perfect for lacrosse. And hopefully it continues, because I think it's been an awesome venue.
And you can't help but think it was a golden goal that determined the Upper Arlington girls' loss. Otherwise, that school would be looking at 2 state championships. But as it is, they've got one, they've got a state runner-up, and a lot to be happy about and proud of.
Absolutely. And I've said this 3 times today, actually 4 times. There's no reason to hang your head on this. Yeah, I don't care what team you were on. You got to the pinnacle this year.
And I think that's the sort of perspective that does come in time. It's difficult. The emotions of the moment are difficult, of course. But as you look back and you realize that you were one of 2 teams to play for a state championship, and the game came right down to the end. I mean, in the last minute and a half, you were still with a legitimate opportunity to win the game.
Absolutely. And let's be honest. I mean, we were entertained thoroughly, even if you don't know anything about lacrosse. You know, we were up in the booth here with a couple guys that this was their first lacrosse game, and honestly, they were entertained by what they saw today.
Yeah, how could you not have been?
And that's great for the sport.
Well, we'll turn it over to the in-stadium announcer as they do the individual and team awards. Final score, Upper Arlington beats Dublin Jerome 12-10.
Presented by the Dublin Jerome School Administrators, Principal Mike Aron and Athletic Director Joe Bline. As your name is announced, please come forward to receive your award. Number 1, Brady White. Number 2, Kyle White. Number 3, Quinn McCrabb. Number 4, Brady Sestilli. Number 5, Preston Everhart. Number 6, Dan Leklinski. Number 7, Gavin Dean. Number 9, Luke McLaughlin. Number 10, Preston Stuckey. Number 11, Merrick Zagormas. Number 12, Carter Ungerot. Number 13, Kellen Ditch. Number 14, Luke Penny. Number 15, Mason Rice. Number 16, Jack Penny. Number 17, Gibson Smith. Number 18, Danny Prochko. Number 19, Aaron Gilliland. Number 20, Andrew Laxonen. Number 21, Drake Williamson. Number 22, Chase Zagornis. Number 23, Jack Kessel. Number 24, Seth Seidel. Number 25, Reese Klein. Number 27, Darren Cycle. Number 28, Xander Johnson. Number 29, Derek Cole. Number 30, Cale Hack. Number 31, Will Albright. Number 33, Ethan Seidel. Number 35, Anthony Monty. Number 36, Simon Colby. Number 37, Davis Pizer. Number 39, Colin Colby. And number 40, Ethan Fett. Athletic Director, Joe Bine. Trainer, Rick Fair. Assistant Coach, Sean Ewert. Assistant Coach, Joe LaRue. Assistant Coach, Ben Hauser. Assistant Coach, John Proversano. Assistant Coach, Jared Sims. Assistant Coach, Landon Del Prince. Assistant Coach, Bart Sullivan. Assistant coach, John Ewert. And your head coach, Andy Osmo. And now, OHSAA Senior Manager of Officiating and Sports Administration, Tyler Brooks, will present the 2022 Division I Runner-Up Trophy.
Dublin Jerome, I know this was a tough day to a fantastic season, but your families and your community are tremendously proud of you. Let's hear it one more time for the Celtics. Under Coach Andy Osmo, you took down Olentangy Liberty in the regional finals and then proceeded to take down Hudson in the state semifinals. The senior class has left a legacy of success and elite play here at Dublin Jerome, having been state champions in 2021 and now taking home the state runner-up trophy in 2022. You guys have left your mark on this program, and it's up to them to keep it going. You guys have served this community tremendously. On behalf of our board of directors, our member schools, and our OHSAA staff, I'm proud to present to you the 2022 Division I Boys Lacrosse Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please direct your attention to center field, where we will recognize the Division I state champions, the Golden Bears from Upper Arlington High School. The individual medals will be presented by Upper Arlington School Administrators, Superintendent Paul Imhoff, Principal Andrew Theodo, and Athletic Director Spencer Smith. As your name is announced, please come forward to receive your award. Number 2, Wally Swiney. Number 3, Sam Favre. Number 4, Luke Anderson. Number 5, Chris Mazzaferri. Number 6, Drew Graves. Number 7, Joe Matry. Number 8, Quinn Crotty. Number 9, Aaron Henry. Number 10, Tanner Stone. Number 11, Tyler Burkhart.
Next one is DeHerte.
Number 12, Evan DeHerte. Number 13, Nicholas Crum. Number 14, Jake Badgley. Janowitz. Number 15, Tommy Janowitz. Number 16, Cole Compton. Number 17, Charlie Van Amen.
Next one is Schlimbach.
Number 18, Davey Schlimbach. Number 19, Leo Kane. Number 20, Charlie Paxton. Number 21, Alex Milton. Number 22, Ted Purcell. Number 23, Quinn Corna. Number 24, Chase Morgan. Gellert. Number 25, Noah Gellert. Number 26, Charlie Linzel. Number 27, Jack Van Amen. Number 28, Chris Reynolds. Number 29, Jack Kane. Number 30, Zach Olvey. Number 32, Owen Beagle. Number 33, William Schaus. Number 34, Cal Casey. Number 36, Hayes Hunley. Number 43, Bryce Hardgrove. Number 44, Sam Burns. Number 45, Sam Old. Injured non-dress player, Connor McClellan. Assistant coach, Jim Lafferty. Assistant coach, Rob Schmeling. Assistant coach, Mark Crawford. Assistant coach, Brian England. Assistant coach, Xander Pasilio. Assistant coach, Dave Otis. Assistant coach, Mike Lebert. Assistant coach, Brian Burke. Assistant coach, Ted Wolford. And the head coach, Kyle Olson. And now, OHSAA Senior Manager of Officiating and Sports Administration, Tyler Brooks, will present the 2022 Division I Championship Trophy.
Let's make them hear you all the way back in Upper Arlington. These Golden Bears would not be denied. They took down Hilliard-Davidson in the regional final and followed that up against a state semifinal win against St. X. This team has been a state runner-up 4 times as an OHSAA school, but this senior class and this group of players would not be denied. I know there's a new, shiny, beautiful school up there in Upper Arlington, and I hope they built a big enough trophy case because this team is taking back the first state championship trophy for boys lacrosse tonight. One OHSAA. Yeah. On behalf of our board of directors, our member schools, and all of our OHSAA staff, I am proud to present to you the 2022 Division I Boys Lacrosse Championship Trophy. Congratulations.